I don't know about you, but I used to think that the best way to increase profits was to promote to as many people as possible. And I thought that if more people knew about us, then more people would buy, because that sounds logical, doesn't it? But that logic is based on the flawed assumption that every person is equally likely to become a customer. And what happens when you assume that everyone might buy from you is you have to do what I call scattergun marketing, or spray and pray, as one of my friends calls it. And the problem with that is that you'll inevitably end up wasting money promoting to people who are unlikely to ever buy from you. Maybe they're not going to get that much value from what you offer. Maybe they don't have the budget to afford what you're asking. Maybe they're just not going to be a good fit for your business. So the assumption that everyone is equally likely to buy is simply not true. Some people are going to be much more likely to buy from you than other people. So if you think about the kinds of people who are most likely to buy from you, they're going to be people who need what you offer, people who have the budget to spend on what you offer, can afford it, people who are going to get loads of value from what you offer. And they'll be a great fit for your business. They'll be really easy to sell to. So if you promote your business only to people who are a really good match for what you offer, sales will become much easier and your marketing will be much more efficient and more cost effective. So this is why you need to be more precise in who you want to attract to your business. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that the most profitable businesses are the ones with lots of highly profitable customers, but loads of people forget this. They say things like, oh, I don't need a strategy, I just need more leads. And I think, well, a customer's a customer, but that's not true at all, is it? Because some customers take a lot of nurturing to get them over the line, and then they buy once and then they complain because it wasn't really what they wanted. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend my money attracting that kind of customer. I want to attract people who are going to love what I do and tell all their friends about us. Because you want your marketing to churn out long-term loyal customers, profitable customers, those customers who love what you do, and they love it so much that they tell all their friends about you. So how do you make sure that you're only attracting really good customers to your business? Well, I trained as an engineer. So when I was trying to solve this problem, I looked at it like this. Okay, if we were going to design a marketing machine that's going to churn out lots of long-term amazing customers who are going to be really profitable for my business, how would we design that machine? Well, first we'd start with a specification. And our specification needs to define exactly who the marketing machine is going to churn out. What is it going to produce? So what does an amazing customer look like for your business? Who is your ideal customer? You might have done an exercise like this before. You might have done an ideal customer persona before. If you've ever done this and you've struggled to see the value in this exercise, it's not your fault. Most marketers will start by asking you to, draw your ideal customer, make a picture of them, give them a name, fill in lots of demographic information. How old are they? Are they male or female? Where do they live? Are they married? What books do they read? All of this demographic information. So the thing is, if your business is anything like mine, or most of my clients, then a lot of this information isn't actually relevant. It's a bit of a red herring. And at the beginning of my career, when I was trying to market £1 million robots, it made absolutely no difference whether they were a 38-year-old man from London or a 59-year-old woman from Switzerland. It really made no difference whatsoever. What mattered was that they needed our product or service, or our product in that case. It mattered that they had the budget to spend on it. It mattered that they had budget to spend on what we were offering. It mattered that they were going to be profitable for our business, and it mattered that they were going to get the full benefit of everything that we had to offer. So I spent a long time, and I started my career as an engineer. I spent a long time, like 10 years or so, working out what was actually useful to know about my ideal customer in creating a marketing machine that's going to drive profit. And this is what I discovered. So what you actually need to know is you need to know their attitude to your industry. So how do they feel about your industry? What do they think about your product or your category? What are the alternatives that they could choose to do other than buy from you? What are their biggest challenges or pain points that your product or your service solves for them? Why is it that they're really buying from you? And what's the impact of making a bad decision? What they've never bought from you before. They don't know whether you're any good. If they buy from you and you turn out to be a complete cowboy, or you don't know what you're doing, or your product's terrible, what's the impact on them? What are they going to be thinking? Oh, if it all goes wrong, then what? And what are their objections or reasons for not buying? What's going to cause them to look for what you offer? What's going to kind of spark them, trigger them to look for what you offer? And is there anyone else influencing the buying decision? So these are the things that actually make a difference in your marketing. And the interesting thing is that every business has a different ideal customer, because even if your business is really similar to a competitor, you won't be exactly the same as them, because you're an individual. Your business is unique. It's inherently unique because it's made up of people that are unique. So your business is unique, and so your ideal customer is not going to be the same as your competitors either. They'll be slightly different. And because of that, if you have a slightly different ideal customer, then your marketing will need to be slightly different too. So this is why copy and paste marketing, as I call it, copying other people's marketing just doesn't work. And if you've already got an ideal customer persona, in my experience, however well you think you've defined your ideal customer, you probably need to dig deeper. Really question why do they feel this way about your industry, and what are the real reasons that they're going to choose to buy from you? Because that's where the marketing gold lies. Because when you start speaking specifically to your ideal customer, then their ears are going to prick up and they're going to think, yeah, they get me. They understand what I'm struggling with. They understand the problem that I have, and they've got the answer. And I can trust them because they're speaking my language. So when your marketing is aimed specifically at these amazing customers, it becomes much more efficient and more effective. You get a much bigger bang for your buck in terms of the time and money that you spend on your marketing. Now, of course, marketing agencies probably won't tell you this because they obviously want you to spend more time and more of their time and your money doing more marketing. But when you create an efficient marketing machine that's generating loads of amazing customers, you can actually often end up spending less money on it.